if you've got a Labour Conservative marginal seat, would you tell your candidate not to stand because it's better that Labour win than the Conservatives win for the climate? Or would you say it's OK if a Green candidate stands, takes votes from Labour and the Tories get in?
I want to see every Labour politician who's voted for a two-child benefit cap, for disability cuts, for the ongoing genocide in Gaza to sell arms to them.
Even if that's
I want
worse,
to see them replaced.
Even if that's worse for the environment, that's OK. You're the Green Party leader, but you would have a worse Green outcome for these other issues.
I don't think people like being held hostage like that. And if the Labour government want to bring in proportional representation so that every vote counts equally...
It's called voting.
Well, it's not called voting if it's a broken voting system. And if the Labour Party are keeping that same broken voting system, despite the fact your members and the unions are saying we want a fair voting system,
the next election, it's going to be first past the post. Are you going to say to people... Yeah, it will be.
Well, then I think if it's still first past the post, there's no way Keir Starmer can say it's me or Nigel Farage, because he's the person who has kept that broken voting system in place. If we want better politics, it's time to have a better voting system.
Now, remember, Ed Balls is the husband of Yvette Cooper, who is the current Home Secretary. And he's putting to Zack Polanski. You know, actually, I watched the whole interview. The first bit of it was about the hypnosis boob story. The huge middle chunk was about, well, are you worried that if people vote for you, they're not going to vote for Labour and then the Tories will get in or Reform will get in, whatever. There was no real debate about any of the substantive issues, which made it seem to me like they are a little bit shook because they weren't going after him on any of the things he was actually saying. And I mean, I've said this a few times on the show before, but I mean, I do think there is a possible world in which, you know, you have a Keir Starmer government. He's not, you know, particularly left-wing, but he's sort of social democratic. He is improving public services. He is taxing the rich a bit, maybe not as much as me or you might like, but, you know, he's sort of doing a decent job. And that then if you said, well, he's not left-wing enough, so let's stand against him and allow reform in, that argument would have held, you know, and what Ed Balls was saying might have seemed a bit more reasonable. But the fact is, since Keir Starmer has come into government, all he said is, I hate left-wing people and I love flags. Like, that's it. It's just implausible to say that anyone standing against Labour is being some sort of ideological fanatic splitter, because Keir Starmer has so clearly made absolutely no attempt whatsoever to try and get left-wing people to vote for him. If Keir Starmer's message has been, look, I want this to be a big, broad tent, yeah, no one's going to be happy with everything I do. You know, I've got some things for the left, I've got some things for the centre, I've got some things for social conservatives, but hopefully you can all be part of this project. Then, yeah, maybe what Ed Balls was saying to Zack Polanski would have been remotely plausible. But in the actual world in which we actually live, it's not.